Big Boy's Neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood. You snatched some headphones on quick, huh?
Yeah, I did.
We got Trevor Jackson in the neighborhood. Trevor Jackson, welcome to the neighborhood,
Thank
bro.
you, man. Honor to be here, man.
Man, you stop that, man. It is.
It is.
Yeah, it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Superfly, the movie. Before we do anything, man, now, you're a young blood. No, I'm just saying, what brought you to the actual Superfly script when you knew that they were going to do Superfly?
Yeah, when I found out I had to be a part of it, my dad made me watch when I was very young, when I was 7 or 8.
Keyword was made, huh?
Yeah.
Watch.
I'm 8 years old. Don't know why these guys have sugar. Why are they putting up their nose? Why I don't know what's going on, Dad. I don't understand that. No, so they made me watch it. But as I grew like older as a man, obviously a black man, I just realized the impact it had on black culture. So
yeah, man.
I definitely wanted to try and be a part of the impact this time around, and be that guy for this generation.
So when you found out, I mean, just your dad having you watch Superfly, that don't get you the movie.
Yeah, no.
You know, my brother Keith made me watch it, but they had a different Big Boy in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they had Big Boy from Outkast in there. But what made you like? Was it an audition process? Did X know it was you?
No. I auditioned twice, but even before I auditioned, they're like, he's too young. We want a bigger name. He's not known well enough for all this stuff. And I just kept hitting up my managers and agents. I was like, hit them again. Did they find somebody? I was like pestering them. And then they were like, okay, Joe Silver wants you to come to his house. I'm thinking I'm about to read. I bring my script. I have my script in my hand.
Like again?
Yeah. I'm like, damn, here we go again. I thought they know. So he comes out. He's on his iPad. Doesn't even look up. And he's like, yeah, you want to do this movie with us? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, you're in it. He's like, I just wanted to like see you face to face, but you're a guy, and we'll work on your deal when you leave. But get out of here. Whatever.
Right, I heard that. So, you was like, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah. And I was trying to be super cool. I was like, all right, cool, bro.
Like,
I get in the car. I'm like, Mom.
I got it.
Yeah.
Now, is your father still with us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So what was that call like when you called Pops? Like,
he
Pops
was
nailed it.
He was flipping out, man. I just saw him 2 days ago. We sat at the screening in Atlanta, and it was the first time I've ever seen him like just, because he's like me, like, outgoing. He was just still, like, wasn't talking. I was like, Dad, you all right? I think he was in shock, man.
It's crazy. Did you already arrive to your dad, or was Superfly the movie where he was like, I see what you're doing now, son? You know what I'm saying? Like everything else, like, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But that was all leading up to Superfly.
Yeah, no, exactly. My dad, I think now he finally let the basketball dream go. Like, to this day, he was like,
but
son,
how tall are you, Trevor?
I'm like 6'2".
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's like, son, you could have been there. Yeah, you could have been there. Yeah, I'm like, Father, I think that dream is
Yeah.
It's a different dream.
Yeah,
like LeBron leaving Cleveland. Get on over there.
Yeah.
There's an opening.
I think I'll be all right.
Yeah. So sitting down watching Superfly with your pops, that's got to be amazing.
That was why hitting me every scene, and he was somebody that instilled martial arts, and that's why I got this Bruce Lee tattoo when I was younger. And Blade, anything with martial arts, and my dad's like, gotta watch it. 5 Days of Venice, Boy with the Golden Arms, Legend of the Fist, all these things. So,
because when I watch Superfly, that's you in there, huh? How long did you study, or how long have you been studying martial arts?
I've been doing martial arts for like 10 years.
I heard that. What's your discipline?
Capoeira. African,
mercy.
You know what it is?
No,
so
but it sounds good.
It's African slaves that were brought to Brazil, and they were trying to overtake the slave masters, but they couldn't train martial arts without them knowing, so they disguised all their martial arts as a dance, so that they were able to, train without looking like they were training.
How good was that, knowing that? Knowing martial arts and walking in like, man, I got this.
They were surprised. I was, they brought me in like 2-3 weeks earlier, but I learned the choreo in like 2 days.
Start teaching them stuff like
that. Maybe we should do it this leg.
Man, I'm Superfly.
But our stunt coordinator is dope. He did 007. He did Iron Man. He's super talented. Marcos.
There's an opening scene that I'm not going to get too much into because I want people to go see it. But is there a rapper who is kind of the inspiration for who you encounter in that first scene?
Yeah, no, we were supposed to have. Oh, you're talking about the very first scene.
The very first scene
with the
car.
I think it's rappers.
Yeah. It's quite a few. You're like, hey, is that? Like,
I think it's supposed to represent those guys.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Because I had one in like my mind.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
probably. Go see it. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Go watch it.
And then there were a couple also where I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on with the forehead too.
Yeah. We were actually supposed to have him.
21?
We were supposed to have him. He was on our table read, but some legal stuff happened and last minute. But the guy that we got, KR, who played Juju, he killed it, man. He did such a good job.
Hey, man, when I sat and I watched the movie, right, I see everybody. You know what I love? It was that you had people.
Where did you get to see it? You saw it, Tyrese? I saw it the other day.
Tyrese didn't invite me over there, you black bastard. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese is usually the LA house.
Yeah.
Wow, that's strange, Tyrese, that you didn't invite me to the LA house, but no, I had but you know what? Damn, I can't even say nothing about Tyrese because I had a screening here and I didn't invite him to this. Yeah, but I never invite Tyrese to anything here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to be good. I used to be Gucci to go to Tyrese's house. Nah, but it was like Tyrese and only like a couple other people, right? He didn't have like
No, it was like a whole thing.
Oh wow, whole thing. All right, well, Trevor, you're not really helping Tyrese in my relationship.
Like an open invite?
Like, was it food and stuff?
No, he didn't have.
I wasn't there, but I saw on Instagram there's a bunch of people there, man.
Really?
It was like a party, yeah.
Couldn't even invite
It was
you.
themed. There was a painter there. He was painting like my face, like wildly though. You know the quick ones.
Yeah.
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 was a painter there.
And then you gotta say it's you.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You want to disrespect, like man, like,
no, it is him. It is,
yeah.
This is him.
So you didn't get invited to that either.
I was at another screening, so I couldn't make it.
Oh, okay. So it was scheduling. It was.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't just actually not being invited. I was trying to see. I was trying to find a
reasoning, something that made sense. Something's not adding up here.
Trevor, it really doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe your phone was off.
Yeah.
Maybe your
no,
phone was
my
off?
phone always been on. I would have known that.
At least a vibrate. He
reception?
always puts on vibrate, so we would have felt it.
but aside from Tyrese dropping the ball on the movie, you know what I'm saying? But sitting down watching the movie, I just noticed also that there's a lot of cameos. But it wasn't where it was like the cameos is what y'all tried to sell the movie on. But I saw Lecrae, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say where he in.
Yeah.
And then I saw Big Boy. I'm like, go ahead now, Big. And Big
Killing
had some
it.
lines
He's
though.
killing it. And you know who else killed it? Who I was so surprised. Hey, yo, Priest.
Yeah.
Rick Ross killed that shit. I was like, can you know, any rapper comes in, like, can they act? Came in, killed it.
But what was it like being on set with like a Rick Ross or seeing cats kind of like not out of their element, but like stepping in to really want to do something like this?
It's amazing. It's funny. Every single person, other than Big Boy, because he's done film and stuff before, but they're like, dude, I did not know this is what you guys do. Sit here 17 hours a day and shoot the same shit over and over and over. You know what I mean? So it was cool to see them kind of looking at us like, yo, what are y'all, you know what I mean? Kind of like looking at us in a different space.
I would have turned it on to him too, though, Trev. I would have started doing Shakespeare and all kinds of
in
stuff.
the corners,
Yeah.
Am
I supposed to follow along with that?
Yeah, am I supposed to do?
Am I supposed to follow along? Why Atlanta? Because we know like the original Superfly was in like Harlem.
Yeah, I think it's because Atlanta is to America what Harlem was at that time. It was a hub for music, acting. All the biggest stars were there. Now all the biggest movies, all the Avengers, everything shot there. Every artist kind of blows up there, you know, recently. So I just feel like it's a perfect space. And a drug dealer, you want to kind of be where it's overcrowded. And Atlanta is definitely becoming overcrowded for sure. So more customers, more money.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Got to get out the game somehow. You know what I'm saying? We won and done, man. We won and done. How was it working with Jason Mitchell, man?
Oh, that is my brother, bro. I'm going to be honest. All jokes aside, I've never met someone in that amount of time and felt like they're my family, like my blood. Like, just on a multiple levels, dude. Just you know, entertainment, just how we think, our struggles, our pains, all that is just. It's nice to find someone that kind of gets you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
he's one of those guys, and it's rare.
And he's such a great actor, too.
Yeah, excellent actor, but good person.
Right, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I love about this is that without Jason even being in the room, like character is being what's said about you when you're not in the room. I always tell people that.
Yeah.
And when we had Jason in the neighborhood, I was like, how was it working with Trevor? He said the total opposite.
No
He's just
way.
like, oh, you know, he would show up, he wasn't ready, it was this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he killed you. I was like,
he's
but what
yelling
about
at
as a
you?
person? He was like, oh, you know, he would tell assistants, get the F away from him.
Oh, hell
You know,
no.
like one time his hair fell out of place. He was upset about it. And then he said,
walked off set.
I was just about to say that, Trevor. He was like, man, he would walk off set. We wouldn't know where he was at for hours at a time.
Try
you
to
know,
find him. He
yeah,
wouldn't
we had to go
answer.
shoot at the strip club. Like even the strip club stuff, that was his idea because we couldn't get him out of there. No, we haven't had him in. But I'm pretty sure he would say that you were a nice person as well. But just his craft. Does that when you work with someone like that, does it tighten you up as well, Trevor?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But like I said, we're so similar, even in the way that we work. Like he's very, let's just do it. And I'm like that too. You know, you mean some actors got to read the script 90 times and then they got to be doing character study the whole time. But me, literally, we read the script like once and I don't look at the lines until I'm on set. So that way everything they look at me, him doing is just freestyle or it's some kind of, you know, similar. But that's just the way we work. So it definitely helped me raise my
Go ahead, Ivy. Did you have some? Oh, my
Any
bad.
late nights out together?
Hold on. Clear. Go ahead.
Any late nights out together in Atlanta?
Absolutely, man. every night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell us
Yes.
the juice.
Just
Bible
communication.
study.
Yeah.
Communication.
Sometimes you got to study your lines under the stars.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
think it's
saying?
appropriate, to do things like that.
What did you do? How long were you in Atlanta shooting Superfly?
38 days.
You knew that number. He said he said it real 38 days.
And I think weeks before that. So like 2-3 weeks I was there for like prep, and then
That seems pretty quick, right?
that's very, very quick. Actually, it's not for like a movie that doesn't have like special effects. That's pretty like standard. But the time that it came out is unheard of. You
Really?
never shoot a movie and then like 2 months after it comes out. Like this movie, literally they were editing day. Like we would come the next day and they would have the first scene like edited.
Oh, wow.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
it
like
was
some
crazy.
Kanye stuff. Like, man, we're putting it out on the channel.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, all right, well, we got
Last touches before they go on screen too.
We got. How was it working with X, man?
It was dope. I think my favorite thing about X is his attention to detail. He's just very thorough. You know what I mean? And yeah, he really. This project is his baby, and he allowed us to come in there and have our, saying we were able to collaborate in such a way that it turned out dope, man.
How was filming the love sex scene?
That was hard.
That made me
man.
hard, homie. I'm gonna tell you.
That's what
I'm sorry, ladies.
I'm
I'm sorry. It was just a sex scene. I was like, dude, I got to try that with my wife. Like real talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And then I was like, man, I got to get my muscle strength up too because you know.
No,
what I'm saying?
I'm not
Shower
buff,
and
I'm
everything.
Skinny, bro. I got to work on that. No, my grandma was in the audience in Atlanta. It was tough. I wasn't sitting by her, but I could see her, and she was like,
Oh, she wasn't
I said,
looking.
sorry, grandma.
You just heard one of those, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
She said, now, Trevor, you should never do something you're ashamed of. No.
Right. You like, I'm not ashamed, really.
That was a dream of mine. I was living it.
Is it hard having love scenes in movies? Because I've done movies, but they, nobody want to do a love scene with me either. It's not just don't want to. It's never written. It's not believable. You know what I'm saying? It's not believable that somebody would actually fall in love and want to
It's
do.
believable. It's
Not at all. Unless I'm financing the movie myself. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the check. Love me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm writing, like, hey, even then, it's like, oh, well, can we take this part out?
It's like a year casting.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that movie with Big Boy.
Scheduling conflicts.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like what do you have to do? A bingo night.
Yes.
Yeah, a
We all know
bingo
how
night.
friends
Yeah,
We can hold hands.
Yeah, and then that's if I can have gloves or anything on. No. But how is it when you do a sex scene? Like,
It's cool, man. For me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so like comfortable. You know what I mean? Just with my body and things like that. Like people, even when I like have fittings and stuff, I just change. Like I love being naked. So
go ahead. Oh, okay.
One of my
Very
favorite things. So I don't
Same.
care. Like I'm on set.
You said same. You like being
Yeah,
naked?
I
done
do.
worked with you for years.
I like being
I'm gonna leave it right there because you ain't supposed to say too much.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you get naked, I'm gonna sue you. Turn that around.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah, don't
real
be
quick.
naked up in here. Anybody naked?
Anybody.
I'm gonna.
Done.
I don't know if I'm gonna fire you, but I'm going to HR. Don't make me uncomfortable in here. Alrighty, we would definitely have a conversation. So everybody, leave your fucking clothes on. Sorry about that, Trevor.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. So.
Forgot what the question was. Huh?
Yes. No. Because I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about you and being like, you were, brother.
If you could see one of us naked right now, who would it be?
Well, she's married. She's not. So I'd say her.
Her or me?
Oh.
What you talking about, man?
Yeah.
See, there you go, typecasting again.
I like that it was
like-
very respectful, though. To
Yeah.
that ring.
Yeah, go ahead now.
No, she
only
made me
wear
see
it
it
when we have
last time
black
because I
guests.
saw she had held the notes. She's like,
Guys,
guys,
when
you did this movie.
Yeah,
was like,
she only
yeah,
wear it
man.
when we have like black guests.
no, she doesn't.
All the time.
She be like,
All
oh my
the
god.
time.
So let me ask you this.
Before
Lord of
you
the Rings
think anything,
let me say, when you no, but so you're comfortable with the sex scene.
yes, and all I had was a cocksock on. That's what they call it. They literally just tie your balls and dick and tied up. So I'm literally
Does
like,
that work? The cock sock like the when
it's
they-
painful.
It is.
It's 'cause
it's
it
only
lets your
painful if you start to
circulation
grow though, huh?
Yeah, no. I think
Is it supposed to prevent you from growing?
even before I grew, it was difficult because I don't think they had the right size. But
Go hard.
You know,
Hello.
they-
Yeah, there you go. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Hello. You know what I'm saying?
no, but no,
Ben
like in
Stiller, like,
between.
oh, what is this? You know what I'm saying? yeah.
No, but the thing that was funny was that we had to shoot in cold water.
Oh.
Right? So because
There you go,
we're
making
shooting,
excuses.
We're shooting.
Yeah,
we're
there
it was
we go.
cold then. We were shooting outside the window, but it would fog up if we had hot water, so we had to do like 60-degree water. So they're like, "I'm like, are we done filming?" I'm like, "Yeah, we done."
Yeah.
I'm just chilling.
I
you
can
know.
go one more round.
I don't think we got that one right. But I got to choreograph that. I will take credit for all of that. The scene.
Even the lads like the cradle
X
part
was like,
at the end?
X was like, do your thing. Like That's a great guys.
Yeah.
Now you can you?
The one time he didn't say cut, do it again. You're like, man,
I got
I'm
this.
like, oh, you like that? One take is good.
No, now I'm a one take Jake. Thank you so much, X. I definitely appreciate that. You're in Atlanta shooting this movie.
Yep.
The hairstyle.
Yes.
I was hoping that when you walked in today, your hair was going to be like that.
Absolutely not. You will not find me in hair like that in real life. It's purely character choice, Definitely not.
Man, I thought that hair looked fly as hell. I ain't going to lie to you.
I got yelled at every day from the hair lady because she's like, Trevor, I asked you to wrap your damn hair up. I'm like, I don't want to do those things. I don't want to put conditioner and do all that extra. I'm lazy when it comes to like self-maintenance. I'd rather just live my life. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So did you have somebody on set that how long do you have to go around with the hairstyle? For those who haven't seen SuperFly, haven't seen the trailer, it's shaved down on the side, but it's like this hell of a perm, like
long.
It was just straightened.
Straight.
So they straightened my hair every day. It was like 30, 40 minutes. And every other take she come in, she'd be like, no, this is good. They're like, man they're like, Andrea, boo, because they be trying to shoot. She's like, his hair's not right. I said,
that hair was dope
made
as
it.
hell.
It was.
She killed that.
Because there's like even like during one of the fight scenes at one point, he still even like fixes it in like anger, and I loved it.
But now, if you're on set for SuperFly, we know you shooting that movie. You go to dinner. What do you do at dinner with somebody that don't know you shooting this movie and they just see you walk in with your hair pressed? Oh yeah, yeah. They're like, hey, you related to Young Jock?
Yeah.
Wow, man, I'm loving that, man. Who doing that?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yo, who? Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was wearing a hat most of the time. Though,
Okay,
I'm
so-
like, I'm not trying to go. Oh yeah, no.
You don't have any pictures of you just like, man, like coming out the pool or something like, man. I want to. Yeah.
It
plus I could
curled
probably
up
nap
though.
up.
Yeah.
Minute I got in the water, curled up.
Man, what
Was
you
your hair longer than it is now?
I'm very upset with the length of my hair. Let's not talk about
Right
it.
now?
I'm emotional.
Why?
I'm just no, because I love my hair long, and they made me cut it.
Who made you cut it? The white man?
The team.
Who made you cut it, Superfly?
The team. No,
Who made you cut it, Young Blood?
just the team. They're like, oh my god, it's dead ends. You gotta cut it. I'm like, oh my god.
Dead ends are good,
They're
man.
like, your curls are damaged. We need to do extra. I'm like, fine. I just don't want to hear him say it anymore. So just cut it.
I heard that, man.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
Yeah, I mean, no, go ahead and succumb to the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, go ahead. You voted for Trump. Now this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he didn't. I don't know.
I definitely didn't.
Superfly, man, I got to ask you. We were talking about just the sex scenes. When was the last time you had your threesome? Like your last threesome, Trevor? Yeah. It's been a minute. It's been that long. Yeah.
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 Can I answer with?
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing I was thinking too. You know what I'm saying? What do you want people to take away from when they go see Superfly? Because for one, you don't have to say, I need to see the original.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think the main thing that I really love, I say this every time, I think is the unity amongst black men in general. Me and Eddie's relationship, I really think needs to be told more. For like us as black, we're always trying to like outdo each other or be like, oh, who's that? Because so few of us get a spot, so we're always trying to like destroy each other to get the spot. And I think that this movie really shows you can't do anything or be anything without each other. And it talks about togetherness and unity. So I definitely love that aspect of the movie.
And well written when and it wraps up at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would just, because you know how when you will see something and you'll say, man, what about this person? Or don't let that person. Like I was literally in my private screening that Tyrese wasn't invited to. But I was in there and I caught myself like, almost doing the black thing, saying something to the screen.
No.
But it was like two and I was like, is anything gonna happen here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever it is, I don't want to give away the ending because I do want people to go check it out. Now, with the final product, are you good with the final product?
Yeah, I am, man. I was very thoroughly entertained. The first time I saw it, though, I didn't even see it. I was just like, wow, it's happening, right? And then second time I really got to watch it. Third time around, I really got to see it, and it's great.
How many times have you seen? Are you on 3? Because I know there's.
I've seen it 3 times.
Okay, because there's the pre. Do you pay attention like at the premieres and stuff like that?
I always try. I like watching it. I don't really, most people are like, let me see people. I'm like, nah,
Right.
I can't watch it. You know what I mean? I'm
What was the hardest part about making Superfly?
I think the stillness. I'm very like outgoing. I think Priest is just a very
Like how
still,
suave and yeah.
It's just just gotta be still and chill. And I'm like, everywhere I go. So it was just.
Did they have to tell you to bring it in, and you already knew that just from reading
that
the
was
script?
something I had already, but I'm sure it was implemented even more. Once I started doing it, and I just kind of realized as I continued who he was, what his position was, and he's just that guy. You know what I mean?
Did you meet? Was Future on set ever?
No.
That damn Future.
Yeah, I met him once, and it was very brief. But I'm in his video.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got there. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't get on the soundtrack.
Now, as far and as an artist as well, it's like, man.
Before we started shooting, I said, I'm pissed about that. Before we started shooting, I said, guys, before we start filming, can I please? Because you're the actor. He's gonna act. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because most people who know me as an actor don't know how to do music. And people who know how to do music don't know me as an actor. And they'll be like, "Oh, I love your music," and then they see SuperFly and they're like, "Wait, that's a
right."
Yeah.
Do you enjoy?
You know, there's a guy on Grownish look just like you.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, all the time.
I swear
When's your
they're
next
twins.
show? Yeah. No, what were you about to say? I
Do
think.
you enjoy being more of an artist or an actor or both?
I love both. But if I was like a gun in my head and choose, I would choose music only because when I'm acting, I'm being someone else, and everything I do musically, at least now in my career, is coming from me. I'm writing everything, I'm picking every beat, I'm vocal arranging everything. I'm just more in control of, but it's just more pure to who I am. So,
But you did pitch to be on the soundtrack, or at least like throw it in the air, like somebody gonna
multiple
catch this?
times, multiple people.
Singing all your lines.
Yeah, just trying. Hey,
Snow Patrol.
Exactly, trying.
Who's? Man, I was about to
For
sing a part that would have gave something away.
Don't say
For
it.
real.
Man,
I was playing songs like, you guys heard this record? I think
like
this would be perfect.
all in your trailer dancing.
Hey, nobody likes this. I see your leg moving. You like it.
Nobody gonna walk in and say, "Who is this?" You know. But Future also did he also get a producer's credit on the movie as well?
I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Why don't you stay and look at the credits too instead of
No, I
standing
just see
up.
Trevor Jackson, then I'm good.
Yeah. After you see yours, you're like, yes, yes. Yeah. All right, I'll be in the lobby with my grandmother explaining the sex scenes.
People do know you as well from
I
Grownish.
was about to go there. Yeah, Grownish, please.
Congratulations, season 2.
Thank you. Yeah.
What are we gonna get from season 2?
I have not the slightest
What?
clue. I haven't seen a script, not an idea, nothing. But let's just hope that Aaron finds his true love, you know, because
I know, so
kind of
sad.
left him to the wayside.
Did a lot of people like hit you up afterwards asking like say no, it should be
You know
Aaron?
what? Most people come to me and say, I got to be honest, we were really going for Luca.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah,
At least
that's
they're keeping it
reason.
honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
No, lie to me.
Like,
Tell me.
no. It was just something about you I didn't like for her. You know, I just didn't.
That's it. They would say that, like, you know, because he's weird, and then they're like together, and I don't know. You just
Trying to explain it.
Yeah, I don't want to know the reasoning.
You were
They
just
should
too,
kill you before season 2 comes.
Yeah.
Have they thought about that?
Aaron was just too wishy-washy. That's what it was for me. Like when it came time for Zoe. But no, what I do want to know is how proud, or at least what do you feel like being able to work on a show like Grownish, which has been able to have such great writing, and I feel like they really talked about certain things that other shows that are geared towards that generation don't talk about.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part about a lot of the projects I do. I don't know how awesome they're going to be until I do it. Like I said, I don't like to read too much of it. I like to just go in and be fresh, so everything is organic. But it's just amazing that I fell into that and how they attack like you said, everything that's relevant. And the writers, I think that people come to me and say, "Oh, you do such a great job," and so I'm like, I literally just say the lines. That's how good the writing is.
Right.
I don't have to try and get into a character and do that. I just literally say it, and it makes sense because they
Yeah.
write so good. Write about my ducktail because I refuse to cut it off, so Kenny tried to make fun of it.
Were you already watching Blackish?
Yeah. It was one of those, like, when it came on, I had to, like, watch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. No, it's just it's incredibly written.
Did you have to audition for Grownish?
Yeah.
Do you know who you beat out?
Sure. I know most actors, young black actors, kind of all go to the same audition.
When you do an audition, do you see cats in there where you're like, oh, he's here too?
Yeah, no, a lot of them are friends now because we're always there.
Yeah.
Carpool.
Well, not as much now because you're getting these parts. You know?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna call you
It's
the
starting
booker
to
now.
change
I
now.
remember, man. Now I've done movies before as well, Trevor. And I remember one time, dude, I went in and they had the breakdown. And for the breakdown, it's like what the person is, what they look like, and it has a type. And I'm sitting here and it says radio host, L.A. And this one I was much bigger.
Yeah.
Obese, large, and then it said big boy type. I read the audition, and I still didn't get the part.
Shut up.
You're lying.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Okay, just wanted to see if you were still paying attention during the interview.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't get that part, but I got one of the guys as a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Show you right, man. Did you study acting?
Like myself,
Okay.
I've taken like a class or two. I went to this one thing out here, but I just didn't like it. I don't believe in telling someone else how to act. I feel like the reason why you have different actors is because they have their own approach to it. And for me, I feel like I know what I don't like, and that's kind of how I feel like I became a better actor. Was I'd watch movies that I loved, and if I didn't like it, I would never try and. It's like music. Like when I first taught myself to sing, I was trying to sing like this person, then I blended and made my own version. So I definitely studied it like myself at the house watching movies. I just was growing up, loved watching movies, but it's got to be real, man. When you learn how to do something, you're thinking about when you're in a scene. How did I learn? How did they tell me to stand? Or am I supposed?
Right, yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's too much.
It's too much for me.
Did you have any actors that you loved watching?
Yeah, Denzel, obviously. I love Joe Pesci. Leo, Michael Shannon.
Is there anyone that you enjoy or a celebrity that's came up that already know your work?
Sterling K. Brown. I almost passed it. I literally met him and he was doing this to me.
Go ahead
He said,
now.
I saw Burning Sands and brother, I was like, stop that. 1, do you know who you are? 2, can I have a hug?
Go ahead now.
No, he's great, man.
What was it like when you were in here and then when I walked into the room?
It was
What
one of
was
those
that
things like
Talk to me, Trevor.
I get emotional kind of thinking about it. Just
Take your time.
because, you know,
Take your time.
It's just you have done so.
Take your time. Oh, you're playing. Oh, okay. My bad.
I thought you were about to cry.
My bad. I was in the moment. I'm like, man, he's about to
In the
cry.
word.
You are a great actor.
I felt it.
I did not have
No, when you started to
Come
cry, I was like,
So
oh my
good.
God.
I cried.
I was like, dude, we're having a moment here. But, you know, he was bull crapping.
Yeah, no.
All righty. Well, we got SuperFly in the neighborhood, man. All righty. Trevor Jackson in the neighborhood, boy. Always acting.
Yeah.
All righty.
You got us.
Big Boy's neighborhood,
Big boy.
y'all. Young blood. Big Boy
Big
neighborhood.
boy.
Oh,
Sorry, I
hell
wanted to be a part of
no.
it
Go
that
ahead now.
Get it?
Trevor,
Almost.
man, definitely want to thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
into the neighborhood
Thank
and
you,
hanging
man.
out with us, man. This is
Appreciate
our first sit down together.
Yeah.
We just had this great energy. Did you feel that too?
I did.
Okay.
I felt.
No, you're not acting, are you?
No, this is real. This is
Okay.
real.
I don't know.
Because I don't know when to trust you or not.
That's what every girl.
Are you in a are you in a relationship?
No.
No kids or nothing?
No.
Go ahead now, man.
He's like, hell
I'm
no,
gonna live,
not
I'm
right
gonna
now.
live through you then.
No, it's by the grace of God that I don't have kids. But
Oh, go ahead. I thought it was probably latex condoms, but God too. He
God-
made, you know,
God
in
made
some way
guys
he
who
created
made
the person that, you know what I'm
you know
saying?
what I mean?
It all
Encompasses
points
it.
back.
Yeah.
It all
Circle
points
of
back.
life.
Wow.
So when you do like a premiere, who do you take? Did you take your grandmother like out of being safe so no girl could say, "Oh, you didn't take me"?
no, I took my family base. When
Okay.
I was in Atlanta, most of my family came from India and Marion, and then drove down. And then when I was here, a lot of my close friends, you know.
Okay,
much
so
it.
that's safe. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
real
That
safe.
way you can tell them like, "Hey, I gotta bring my family here."
People, you know, they've been day one.
Is there any girl you want to give a shout out to right now? Like your number one? Go ahead and look in that camera.
My mom, yeah.
Okay, aside from
Cam
family.
Baxter.
Hey man,
Your top five? Your
I
top
love how the
five?
people that's with you when you said my mom. She was like, "Thank you for that."
Look them all back to
She was like, "I don't know where this is going." That's about a threesome, and I'm taking notes on what we're gonna take out. You know what I'm saying? We'll see when we do the playback what we're gonna do here. But no, thank you for coming into the neighborhood,
Thank you, man.
I would say this is the beginning of a relationship.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I need you to listen to the album. I know I'm an actor,
No, but
listen to the music.
and I shall
Rough
yeah.
Drafts Part 1 is the
And I
name.
would. Why rough drafts?
Rough Drafts, I wanted people to embrace the imperfections. I feel like my generation, we're always trying to be perfect, and every mistake that I've made, whether it been in love or as an artist or as a career choice, it's been so essential and necessary for who I'm going to be. So I've learned to embrace the rough draft. You're not going to start out with the final draft. You need
I
to,
heard that.
you know what I'm saying? And me writing it, all of it, it's like, yo,
Yeah.
it may not be what y'all want it to be, but it's my first attempt at it, and it's good enough for me.
I heard
And
that.
part 2? When is
Part
that?
2 is I'm trying to do it September.
Nice.
Now, what would that one be?
What, you said where?
You
What?
know, what would it be if we got rough draft from
Rough
the
Drafts
beginning?
Part 2.
You gonna go like that?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do another. No, but 3's gonna be revisions. 3's gonna be revisions.
Why we couldn't come with a better name for 2?
Yeah.
What would you say for 2?
I don't know.
Big Boys presents.
Yes.
Number
Rough
2.
Drafts 2.
Part
Rough
2.
Drafts.
There you go.
Rough Drafts
It's
Part
fine when you
2.
put Big Boy in it. You know what I'm saying?
Way better.
Yeah, like let's go with that, man.
Yeah, I like
but
that.
you know what? I'm looking at the artwork here too, and from what I'm looking at with the Rough Drafts Part 1, we could fit Big Boy in there if we go with a smaller font.
Yeah, definitely,
sure.
definitely. You could.
Yeah.
Just
and then
on
do
the
we,
side
have,
of
do we have
it.
to have Trevor Jackson? Do we have to have your name as big on here?
No, we could smallen it up a little bit.
we can shrink that down just a little bit where we can get Big Boy in there a little bigger, right?
So,
Or we can just act like I'm tatted. We can like put a fake like tat Big Boy.
What on your chest?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Would you do that?
I would do that.
Okay, well let's do
For
it.
you,
Well, let's do it then, man. But I still want to have my name up at the top too, just in case somebody miss it on your chest.
Okay.
All right, good.
Should do it like Thug
What's the
Life
font?
across
What is
Big
it? Is
Boy.
it this font here? It has to be this one.
Yeah, we call it
Classic.
something like that.
Oh yeah, straight logo.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not lying or acting. Cause I don't know when to trust you. Now.
Yeah, no, it's a hard thing. You
It's a broken relationship
Okay.
now.
Yeah, we got a funny relationship going on
Yeah.
here.
I think we gotta ask him with the cameras off.
Yeah.
Like true answer.
Like Michael, he said, I didn't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
Truth, they need to
That's
let me.
real. When the camera's on, you're Trevor. Trevor Jackson.
When they're off,
Yeah,
Trevor,
right.
Nick, go.
Hey, Nick, you know you ain't on the album. I ain't putting you on that motherfucker.
I ain't getting you tatted on me.
Oh, yeah. Like, man, I was just saying that, bitch. Ain't no tattoos going
You know,
on.
this is all a business. This is business.
Come on, baby. Right? Tell your people.
This is the worst move that anybody in Snake in Hollywood, they'll all do this.
You know, it's a
Hey,
trip.
buddy. Hey, guy,
But
remember?
man, we got to make sure that we sit and we do this again, bro.
Yes,
I like the energy in here,
It was
man.
a blast.
Have your people call my people, and let's do lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Jackson in the neighborhood, SuperFly. Make sure you guys go check it out, man.
Thank you,
Big
man.
boys,
Big
man.
boy.
My pleasure, brother.
Pleasure, brother.
Love your
One
energy,
love.
man.
You too, man.
Trevor Jackson in the neighborhood, Big Boys
Big
neighborhood.